Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one of the best passing offenses in the NFL. The Jets are top 10 in pass yards, and they're going up against the Packers, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Jets. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Adams. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Nice play, baby. Nice play. Two times. Over here.
Rodgers now on first down. And that's incomplete. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And an alley to run. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Shift together here from the D-line. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. And this is caught at the 8. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Randall Cobb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Shut up.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Hackenberg on first down. That's caught right side by Anderson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. First carry for Matt Forte. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now Hackenberg. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Now let's go. Detroit. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
To throw is Hackenberg. Found his target. It's Anderson. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
All right, here we go. Blue,
A first down throw for Hackenberg. He completes it to Peak. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Hackenberg again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Double tight. Here we go now. Green 39.
Off the play fake. Hackenberg. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now.
So we got man. Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll try to run with Forte. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Matt Forte, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
To throw is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 46 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Rodgers to throw once more. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And the Jets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And some room to work. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Second down, Hackenberg. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Hurry up, here we go. Watch you now, Barney. Barney. Check 9, check 9.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
A first update now from Cincinnati. And the Falcons have opened up the lead there to a couple of scores. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Set! Blue 90! Blue
Hackenberg now from the 50. That one complete to Anderson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First down, this is Forte. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
In motion, Anunwa. On second down, Forte. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Detroit. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now a give running left is Forte. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. 3-19.
They'll throw now with Hackenberg. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here.
Over. Set. Green 39.
They'll run. This is Powell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Bilal Powell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession.
850. Single. No. 319.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Now Rodgers. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cobb. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
319.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 319. 319. 319. 88. 88. Right. Hold. We got it. 319.
Rodgers going to throw. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. Give him 30 yards there. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Steve McClendon. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Watch right there.
Rodgers to Montgomery on the draw. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
319.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the Texans, they have scored again and moved in front by a couple of touchdowns. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Here we go now. 3, over. Pick it up. Sponge.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. 3 yards to go on second down.
Strong left. Hurry up, here we go. Green, gun. No, check. Patriot. Presto.
To throw, Hackenberg. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Nick Perry in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs.
Gun. All right, here we go. Over. Check 3. Detroit.
And Hackenberg didn't seem to like the formation. He'll call a timeout as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Motion. Bump.
On 3rd down, Hackenberg. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The second quarter score from Cincinnati. And really pouring it on now are the Falcons. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Larry. 319.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And that is incomplete here.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Check 88. No.
Rodgers to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Rodgers now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Man, I got you.
Rodgers will try again on second down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Steve McClendon able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
A second quarter score from down in Houston, and the lead has gotten even bigger. The Texans, they've got it in cruise control right now. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Strong left. Strong left. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A first down throw for Hackenberg. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, LR. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if... And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded at the 8. Able to slither by. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And his throw here's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
What's left? What's left? Now let's go. Green, gun. Switch. Over.
On 1st and 10, Hackenberg. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
We're going to keep getting sacks. Coming to you. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
And the wideout in motion. On 2nd down, here's Hackenberg. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Pick. Nice pick.
Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
All right, here we go. Blue, landing.
First down, Hackenberg. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Pass incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things, but once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. Over.
The 2nd down throw for Hackenberg. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. The quarterback dropped, was in the pocket. He could go through all his reads 3 or 4 times. He had all day.
Yeah, how about that, being able to go through your progressions like that? You may practice it all the time, but rarely in an NFL game do you get a chance to go, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and pick the right guy for the touchdown.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. To throw is Rodgers. And Nelson's got it here right side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Rodgers hands to Montgomery. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Nelson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The old connection, Rodgers to Nelson, getting Green Bay a 1st down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. His throw incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
2nd down following the incompletion.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Four down. Team right. Alert. 26. Check 31.
Here's Rodgers throwing again. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Ty Montgomery with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here we go now.
Hackenberg on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Hurry up, here we go.
They go play action. Hackenberg. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his 2nd there.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
To throw, Hackenberg. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Nick Perry in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Here's Shane Leckler now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Final minute now of the third quarter. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On second down, here's Rodgers. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. It's caught. Nelson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. The toss play to Montgomery. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium, they're in the third quarter in Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On first down, Rodgers. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Rodgers now to throw. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And he is knocked down from the side at the 28. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Packers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8.
Check. Hey, 88.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Steve McClendon forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
319. Reset. Easy.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Hackenberg now to throw on 1st. And he fires one incomplete. The former Clemson Tiger, Sharon Peake, was the target. And now it's 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard, Leopard. Check 82. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Throwing again, Hackenberg on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
In motion, Anunwa.
Detroit. Gone.
3rd and long for Hackenberg. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Nick Perry in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for New York. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jordan Jenkins with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. On now is the Packers punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Elsewhere, a 4th quarter score now from Tampa. And the Buccaneers have just extended their lead. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Rodgers going to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Elsewhere, a 4th quarter score now from Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Hackenberg. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Watch the run. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Back. All right, here we go.
Hackenberg to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Here's Hackenberg. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go now. Leopard.
Hackenberg. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Again, it's Hackenberg. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hurry up. Here we go. Detroit. Say. Leopard. Kill. All right, now, lucky 56. Check it back. Over.
On third down, Hackenberg. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. On 1st and 10, Hackenberg. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. To the air again, Hackenberg. His pass caught at the 4. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line.
Detroit! Gone! Shift! Stay at home.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right.
Watch him now, Barney! Check 13!
Hackenberg again. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
Yeah,
you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Jets, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.